Hello everyone, I'm the Whiskey Enthusiast. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another Glenmorangie. I do like Glenmorangies. I think they have a very familiar profile, which I enjoy. They sometimes fall short of feeling very similar, but every now and again there comes a nice one that really surprises you. I did a Glenmorangie month last year. I'll put the links up there. So I did the now old labeling, Quinta Ruben, 14 years. I did the La Santa 12. I did the Nectar d'Or, and I did the Signet. That Signet is a league at its own. It's just one of the most beautiful whiskeys I've ever had. I've never met anyone who didn't enjoy Signet. It's just tiramisu in a glass. Now, I did the Tale of Winter also. I'll put it up there. I wasn't connected with it, but the Tale of Cake, finished in Tokaji casks or Tokai casks from Hungary. That was a beautiful whiskey. It literally was a cake in your mouth, but I don't have a review of it. I tried it before my channel. Now we have the Tale of Forest. Glenmorangie also released recently the Tale of Tokyo, which was finished or matured in whiskeys married between ex-bourbon sherry and Mizunara oak. I don't know how that plays. Maybe we'll drink it one day. But we have the Tale of Forest. Now, what is Tale of Forest? I'll just show you the box first. It's very pretty. Now, they do the designs really well. Look at that. They work with artists who are fantastic at their jobs, and they do a beautiful design. I mean, they make pretty looking whiskeys, if nothing else. Right. Tale of Forest is basically inspired by old style of Highland whiskies. As you can see, it's been enjoyed with a group. Old style of Highland whiskies where when kilning the barley, that means drying it. Whereas in Islay, they do it with peat. Back in the day in Highlands, they used to do it with forest, woodland stuff, meaning like birch, pine, juniper berries. They would burn them, and with their smoke, it would be dried. Does it say anything? Most mornings, our director of whiskey. Let me just pour this. Also, this is the bottle, as you can see. Yeah, it says in the back as well. Okay. By the way, this is non-chill filtered and natural color. It's very light, as you can see. Well, not very light, but I mean, it is a non-age stated whiskey. Okay, crafted from barley, kilned with woodland botanicals. Most mornings, our director of whiskey creation, Dr. Bill, wanders through the woods near his home, captivated by the notion of whiskey steeped in the scents and sights and sounds of the forest. Dr. Bill brought back an ancient method of kilning barley with botanicals. In this case, juniper berries, birch bark, and heather blossom. The result is a single malt as lush as the forest itself. Aromas of pine and juniper are laced with wisps of smoke. Notes of deep green eucalyptus, lit by rays of bitter orange, drift to a gentle oaky finish. They didn't say here, but they also used a little bit of peat. Yeah, there we go. Non-chill filtered. It doesn't say natural color here, but by law you have to state it in my market, and there's no color added here. So, yeah. All right, that's good. Limited edition as well, so a Tale of Forest on the nose. That is pretty. Pine immediately. Wet wood. Very malt forward. I do get that heathery peat I get from Highland Parks. Juniper? Maybe. But yes, very green smelling. Guys, obviously, with all of this imagery, there is a, association there. You kind of feel like it. But I have to tell you, when we first opened it, we got none of it, and none of us liked it. It's one of those whiskeys that needs to open up, air a bit, and then enjoy it. So just keep that in mind. If you don't like the neck pour on this, leave it a bit or keep at it. It will come around. So on the nose, continuing. Yeah, wet wood, malty, cereal notes. Honestly, pine notes and herby, thyme, wild thyme, honey, and heather. On the palate, wow. Okay, this is enjoyable. The forest and the herbal notes continue with a lot of honey. It's one of the most honeyed, malted palates I've ever had. The smoke is way in the back, gives a nice little touch. But the palate is very herbal. Thymes, mint, eucalyptus. The pine note is still there, very fresh. I don't get the juniper berries, but nice, robust mouthfeel. It's dry, but cornered, if that makes any sense. It's a little spicy. It's a little spicy, but that spice from, I would say, herbal spice, like a little bit cracked black pepper, a little bit of woody spice. Not alcohol by 46% ABV, I think perfect for it. Non-chill filtration, I can feel the mouthfeel is beautiful. That classic Glenmorangie nose is very, very faint. You really need to search for it. I even get it at the 16 duty-free expression where it's peated, but I don't get it this much on this one. So the kilning really worked. Citric notes, lemon peel, orange rind, more on the minty and eucalyptus nose. I think pine is the most dominant flavor here. Heather honey. Yeah, wood, birch, fine association, yes, but there is woodiness. Yeah, burning wood in the fireplace. This was released in summer, but it reminds me of winter. Winter walks with my in-laws, because they're the kind of family who walk. I'm not a walk person, but being British, they love their morning walks, whether rain, snow, storm, doesn't matter, you know, they carry on. So yes, I sometimes tag along, and that is the smells I get. Forest after a rain. So this is kind of a autumnal and wintry whiskey for me. Like I said, they did release in the summer. I don't think it's a summery whiskey, but you know, to each his own. Very woody, incredibly fresh wood. Yeah, I think that's the best way I can describe the nose. Forest smells after rain. So mulch, wet wood, wet leaves, grass, wet trees, and maybe you go to a pub afterwards and the wood's burning in the fireplace. That kind of nose. Malty and woody mouthfeel, dry but covering, very honeyed in the background. That wild thyme note is more prominent on the palate than it is on the nose. It's yeah, honestly, it's like wet wood, and the finish is medium to long with smoking wood, wet wood, and pine notes, and heather. Heather is on the nose and on the finish, but on the palate, it's mostly wet wood, wild thyme, malt, and honey. I like it. I like it. I didn't in the beginning. I really didn't. I didn't enjoy it, but I like this one. This is going to finish soon. Will I replace it? It's still on sale. I just might. It is an intriguing whiskey, guys. These tales, some of them work. Like Tale of Winter, I didn't connect with it at all. I don't know what they were going for. I didn't enjoy it. Tale of Cake was absolutely beautiful, but was so limited. Now it's selling like for 200 to 300 euros or something. Ridiculous. This one, you can still buy it off of their website at £75. Expensive, yes. But if you get a deal, like I don't know, sale or something. If it was around 50, I think that's what it's should go for. But this is the Glenmorangie Louis Vuitton Hennessy group we're talking about. All the Ardbegs are overpriced, all the Glenmorangies are, but it's definitely a different whiskey, and I did enjoy it. So I'm gonna recommend. I would recommend 3 Glencairns on these, but because of the price, I can't bring myself to. We need to be a bit more responsible with these stuff. So I'm going to recommend 2 Glencairns on this. Try it at a friend's house, try it at a bar, or do like what we did and buy it as a group. It stings less. Otherwise, there's no end. There's a new whiskey every month, every day, nearly these days. We're spoiled for choice, which is beautiful. But also the FOMO is real. What are we gonna taste? What do we want? You have to pick. You have to you have to make informed decisions. So this is why all of these channels and all of these review websites are there. Hopefully we are helping some people out there to pick their whiskeys. I know all the other channels and all the other websites are helping me. I'm an avid watcher of WhiskeyTube and reader of blogs and tasting notes, so it does help me a lot. And like I said, apart from the price, I think this is a 3 Glencairn whiskey, but because of the price, I will recommend this 2 Glencairns, or get it with your friends, and make sure you stick around after the neck pour. It does open up beautifully. That's it from me, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It does mean a lot to me. And if you want to buy me a dram, you can join the channel now, and you can buy me a dram. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.